Oh no, he's dead. No. No, it's not gonna work. So disappointed. Someone left my R2 on. No. Say it ain't so. What's happening, folks? Oh, Reb. I see how it's going to be tonight. Okay, okay. All right. Well, we got some good books this evening. Just want to give it another minuton to allow a couple more people in, and we will get the show on the road. Ooh, we got 15 people watching on Facebook, none so far on YouTube, and none on Twitch. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? I actually found this today while going through some boxes in the back. Other than that, I didn't even know we had this. So, kind of cool to see. I did do some digging. Yep, we're at the home office. Home office. I was hoping to have a cool background like this. Unfortunately, the camera angle just didn't want to do it for me. So, it's going to look like this instead. All right. Well, I tell you what, we haven't gained any. We lost one. So, let's kind of start off. What we have here is we have. I can give one at the end if you want, Reb. We've got the Raiders of the Lost Ark issue number 1 for $5. Now, it is the newsstand edition. And on the side, there are a couple spots where there's some creasing. Now, it is darker color, like we always talk about. So, with the darker color, it usually will show those creases a lot better. But just, full disclosure, there's a little bit of color missing here and then a couple creases on the spine along the way. I don't think this is the type of book, anyways. If you're a Raiders of the Lost Ark fan, it's cool to have, or it's even cool just to have as a read, but it's not anything that's going to probably jump in value. Maybe when Harrison Ford dies or passes away, maybe. All right, Anthony, I got you for that claim. All right. Next up, we've got Spawn issue 225. This is the Romney cover. This actually, this cover really reminds me, and I'm assuming it's the same, but gosh, what's the name of that show? This is the same cover as the number 1, and I can't think of the show now, but we've had the issue in our shop. Dang it. Yahya Abdul-Mateen was in it. Rorschach is in it. Watchmen. There you go, Dave. Yep, exactly. So, same looking cover. $18 for the Spawn number 225. This thing is in really, really good shape. You have a couple creases right here in the W. However, it doesn't break the color at all. So, real good shape there. And then after that, we've got number 11. This is the variant cover of The Amazing Spider-Man, The Spider-Verse. This book is $30. This book is in excellent shape for what you're going to get. But kind of a cool thing, you get to see the Spider-Verse, the variant edition right there. I got you, Dave, for that last one. Bada bing, bada boom, boom, boom. After The Amazing Spider-Verse issue 11, the variant cover, we have from DC issue number 1 of Boy Commandos. Now, the only place I could really find this was eBay. The only other series I could find was one from like 1970s, which is like a $1,800 book. So $18 isn't bad, I guess. But we have issue number 1, which is in really good shape. And then we also have issue number 2 for $18. So these are going to be your older books. They're only 20 cents. Hey, Michael. But yeah, we've got issue 1 and issue 2 of Boy Commandos for 18 apiece. You can see the neo-Nazi flag in the background there. After Boy Commandos, we've got the first issue of Roger Rabbit. Newsstand edition in really good shape. It's $15. So you can get your hands on Roger Rabbit issue number 1 if you like if you like first copies or you're a big Roger Rabbit fan. This next book, I Pity the Pooh. It's only $2. You cannot go wrong with this. I feel like this book's actually worth more, but you've got a free trading card and you've got Mr. T and the Teeth Force, issue number 1, the first issue collector's item by Neil Adams. Someone's got to take a chance on this book for $2. That is, I feel like that's dirt cheap. I don't feel like that's right at all, but hey, I don't price all the books. I just grab some. And I've got Mike on that one. I'm doing great. All right. Right? Yeah, it's probably about a $6 book is what it ends up being when it's all said and done, but all right, I feel like there's a couple people that have been waiting for this book. Juggalos. We've got the Insane Clown Posse, Hollow Wicked, issue number 1 for $18. Chris, Roger Rabbit is $15. So Hollow Wicked by the Insane Clown Posse. I just realized that hat doesn't read it all the way, but it basically says M and I think it's supposed to be M&M right there. That's an interesting thing I just noticed. I wonder what M&M thought of that. All right, let's get to some really cool books. We're going to start backwards here. That we have Venom, Carnage, issue number 4 for $12. It is the direct edition, and these books are in awesome shape. Rarsome. So number 4, Venom Carnage for $12. All right, and then next up we've got Venom Carnage issue number 2. This one is $100. This is Pat Mulligan becoming Toxin in this issue. So basically, Toxin already had an appearance, but now it's basically Pat Mulligan that is Toxin, or it is basically known as Toxin at that point. So 100 on that one. And of course, it wouldn't be the storyline without issue number 1. It is the actual first appearance of Toxin, the symbiote. $80 on that one. So 80 on that first appearance of Toxin. Put those off to the side. Now, next up is going to be a series. So I've got $15 on it. It's Robin, The Joker's Wild, the second series. They are the newsstand edition. So what you're going to get for $15 is you're going to get issue number 1. You're going to get 2 issue number 2s. So you've got this one here. And then you've got the hologram, as you can see there. You have issue number 3. And then the issue number 4. The Joker's Ice Skating. So altogether, again, you've got 5 issues for $15, including the number 2 that was the hologram, which is right there with Batman hologram. Okay, so if you got Robin fans, there you go. All right, I've got Dave. So we'll add that to your spawn, Dave. Okay. Next up is a really cool book. Definitely a flaw. Otherwise, this book is about a $40, $50 book or more. But we've got the Tomb of Dracula, issue number 25. Now, the reason it's only $15 is because the cover is in good shape, but it is completely detached from the comic. So this is actually, and I cannot remember, it is the first appearance of somebody, and that's why it's a key in the Tomb of Dracula. But again, the cover is completely off of the book, but you have the cover. I'm just going to keep them right there to tease you. All right. After that, we've got The Amazing Spider-Man, the annual. This is issue number 1, and it is the variant copy. It's $6 on this one. $6. That doesn't sound right to me. Let me see. Chris Lee, I've got you for Spider-Man. First of Hannibal King. That's what it is. It's the first appearance and origin of Hannibal King, a detective and a vampire, the ally of Blade. And I do apologize. Chris came through right away. Now, I'm pretty sure we've had a couple of these already on the sale, but I'm guessing that I just missed this one. So you may have gotten number 1 issue of this. You may not have picked it up, but this was a beautiful cover, so I thought I'd put it on the sale either way. For $8, you can get issue number 3 of Death of Wolverine. It is the foil cover, but it's a gorgeous cover to me. See if you can see the reflection off it. There you go. So $8 on this. Almost perfect shape. Death of Wolverine, issue number 3 of 4. All right. And then after that, I'm changing the price on this. I just noticed in the top corner, it's a little beefed out. Other than that, you only have one little crease right there and a teeny one here. But this is the Error book because it's the blue card here. And then it also has the KB Toys insert. So that's a fun fact. Graded, when these are like a 9.8, they're like 500 and some dollars. But that's definitely not a 9.8. But it's cool because it's, again, got the Error, which is the blue. And then it still has the KB Toys insert in it attached. Star Wars fans. Well, I'll show you the insert too, but I've got Star Wars Crimson Empire 2 number 1 for $4 direct sale. It's the Council of Blood. So, and then there's that KB Toys insert right there, which that's part of the book, so you know it's the error, which is cool. I do actually have a price gun here, yes. Because I'll sit here on my days off and literally price comics for half the day. And Jeremy, if you're speaking of this Wolverine, I actually just marked it down to 30 because of the top of it, I noticed. It's not horrible. It's just, I noticed it just now, really. I don't know. I mean, I normally wouldn't have had a price gun at my house. All right, next up. All right, you got it, Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy, let me know do you pick up in Roch or is it Inver Grove Heights or are you Ship? Seems like a newer name. Claim Ram Man and Cringer. Awesome. I'll make sure this gets up for you, okay? All right. Here we go, Reb. You may be interested in this one. The series by Kevin Smith, Spider-Man and Black Cat. I've got 3 books here in all. They're just $3 a piece. They're in excellent shape. It's just I don't think this series ever really took off. But $3 per book, super cool cover right there. Ooh, Chris Lee jumps on that one. Something's gotta give now. Chris Lee's giving Tomas a run for his money on the Spider-Man. Woo! James, so I've got number 1 at $80. That's the first appearance of Toxin. I have issue number 2, which is actually when Pat Mulligan becomes Toxin. That's number 2. I have that at 100. And then you have number 4 for $12. We just don't have number 3 here. But yeah, they're in really, 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 really good shape. This is one of those series that it hasn't even peaked yet because when the next Venom comes out, if they throw Toxin in there like they teased, then that will shoot up even more so. But all right, next up we have a beautiful version of the first issue of the Infinity Gauntlet for $40. Literally, there is nothing wrong with this book, I would say. It's an absolutely gorgeous version of the Infinity Gauntlet. Number 1. Are you talking the Infinity Gauntlet, Dave? All right, another good read. Issue number 2. Vampirilla from Harris Comics for $12. All new, full color, Dracula hunts Vampirilla. Bam, bam. I don't even know, Mike, until I go through all those boxes, if I would. It's not a bad problem to have, but there's just so many comics. I do know that, I have a ton of X-Men. Newer-ish. I've got a lot of Daredevil if there's people that are into Daredevil, I have a lot of Daredevil. A lot of DC too, though. A lot of DC collectors. So after that, Vampirilla, you could get your hands on this one for $8. This is Vampirilla, 48-page thriller, Summer Nights. You can see how thick that book actually is. Cool looking cover right there. The guy's holding the cover of the exact same picture. Oh yeah, I got a lot of Daredevil. All right, next up we've got a Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man for $20. Now this book here does have a little bit of damage up here, and then you do have some spinal cracks there, right here, little ones throughout. That's why we have it at the $20 price range, and it is a great looking Ditko cover. I know this is always a pretty popular book also. We also have, which one is it? I'll take a look for you here, Mike. We also have The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 344 for $20. It's a little less expensive because there is a crease in the book, so this is going to be a good reader. It's still a great display book because there isn't too much spinal cracking at all that affects it. But again, right here, you can see there is a crease that goes through the book, almost like somebody had it sitting in a box and then they laid a stack of comics and this one slid down a little bit. But yeah, that one there, kind of a heartbreaker in that aspect, but other than that, Mike, I'd probably have to stay. It's in real good shape. I wouldn't say it's in amazing shape. However, recent sells are $20. Somebody has it listed on eBay right now for 40, which seems really pricey, but 40 free ship. So recent sells were $20 on that Vampirilla. So I'd have to stay where it's at. All right. Up next, we've got Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 101 for $25. This cover is in really good shape. Staples are intact. Even with the black outline, you really don't see much for the spinal issues. So, overall book, I'd rate it at least a 7.5. And then we'll get these off to the side here. And I've got 2 books for $20. What you have here is Spider-Man Maximum Clonage Alpha, which is a super cool cover. Multiple Spider-Man. It's like a 3D cover, transparent maybe. And then Omega right there. So you're going to get Alpha and Omega for a total of $20. Oh, we'll get to those. We will get to those. I have 2 ways to actually sell those Night of the Living Deads too. So after the Spider-Man Maximum Clonage, you've got the Incredible Hulk versus the Incredible Hulk. Newsstand edition, $18. I would say this is in very fine shape. All right. I'm going to clear all these out too as I'm going because I have some runs here coming up. Not the runs, but some runs. I've got each one of these books are $3 a piece. You've got the series Hulk Gray. We have all 6 copies. So you've got issue 1, issue 2, issue 3, issue 4, 5, and 6. So all 6 of the Hulk Gray series right here. No Hulk smashes in this group, huh? Oh, we're getting a little big. Getting a little big there, Hulk. All right, the next one up. This character has been taking off as of late. Almost every book is the same price in this series, and we have the first 7. And what we have for you is Kingpin. So the first copy right there is $6. We have issue number 2 for $3. Issue number 3 for $3. Issue number 4 for $3. Number 5 for $3. $3 again for $6. And then rounding it out, you got number 7 for $3 again. So if you take the whole run, I'll do number 1 for $4 and the rest for $3. I'll take $2 off number 1. And Dave, I've got you for the Kingpin run. Just had to get that one real quick. All right, so let me get that adjusted for you, Dave. So 22 on the Kingpin run rather than 24. All right, so this is where I don't want to bore people, but I figured we do have Venom fans in here, and these books aren't super expensive, but honestly, it's a hell of a run. So if you're looking for a good read, you love Venom, this is probably a great series to start with. I've got Venom issue number 1 for $4. This is obviously it's one whole series, but it's like Shiver and Run, and there's a couple smaller series in the midst of this. Basically, we only have a couple outside of the $4 range, and I'll go through them all though. So Venom number 2 for $4. So just keep in mind, for the majority, they're all $4, except for a select few. And the reason there's it's a select few is because it's either a special cover or there is something significant about the book. Okay, so number 3 is also $4. Number 4 is $4. 5 for $4. Now, issue 6 is where you get to $10. It's a special cover, and that's the only reason why it's a little bit more. You got issue 7 for $4. Issue 8 for $4. Now, I'm going to have to take them off because I can't keep them all up there. You got 9 for $4. So you got the first 10 books right here. $4 for 10. $4 for 11. $4 for 12. Some great looking covers. $4 for 13. And then this is where we hit issue 14 is $15. All right. Issue 15 is $4. Issue 16 is $4. 17 for $4. And 18 for $4. Dave, I gotta find that for you. Give me a second. I think I still have. So what does number 1 look like again? Okay. Nope. So this is, it's actually not even a volume. It's just from 2003. And 14 is a high of $20, just so everybody knows. But it isn't a volume. This is just a series from 2013. And we have 1 through 18. All are $4, except for we have issue number 14 for 15. And then it was issue, excuse me, 6 for 10. So 18 total books, 1 through 18 for that bad boy. Okay. And then I've got some cool X-Men that'll be coming up too, but we got a couple other books besides that. How about Simpson fans? We've got the comic book guy a couple of those. Issue number 1, which is $20. So the only thing you got going on there is you've got a crease, very slight. It kind of does this, and then it's very slight right there. So about as long as my fingernail. Issue number 2 would be more. However, you can see that somehow, I'm guessing that is a piece of tape or something that somebody got on there and tore that right off. So issue number 2 is only $3. And then we have issue 3 and issue 4 for $4 a piece. So we do not have 5. We just have 1 through 4. $4 for 4, $4 for 3, $3 for 2, and $20 for the first issue of the comic book guy from The Simpsons. The Simpsons. This right here is a one-off, but I thought it was pretty cool, so I wanted to pull it out, see if anybody was interested. For $4, you can get issue number 2 of Death Dealer. So that's issue number 2. Maybe you have 1, maybe you don't, but you just love Death Dealer. Number 2, Death Dealer for $4. All right, if we got any X Factor fans in here, we have X Factor issue number 23 in great shape for $15. This is the first appearance of Angel. Got it, Zach. You know, if there's a Jeff Albertson in the world, he has to be a comic shop owner. I feel like it's a must. All right, next up, another one in absolutely gorgeous condition with Cyclops down in the bottom. We've got issue number 24, which is the first cover appearance of Angel. So first you had the first appearance. Now you've got the first cover. We either have an X Factor fan or an Angel fan. Either way, I like it. I know it's Archangel. It kind of bugged me saying Angel too, but that's what I had on there. All right, next up, X Factor 25, which just leads with that series, which is the third appearance of Archangel. And it's only fitting that we went in this line because I have 2 more X Factor books left. And what's awesome is it goes right from the cover of Apocalypse to number 5 of the Alliance of Evil, which is the first cameo of Apocalypse for $20. So first cameo of Apocalypse in X Factor, $20. And then here's the big boy of them all. The one right after that, X Factor number 6 in absolutely gorgeous shape, which is the first appearance of Apocalypse. So this is the true first appearance of Apocalypse. $70 in amazing shape. It's amaze balls. Dang, I'm pretty sure Zach just got a clean sweep. I may be dead. Treat it like fantasy football. That's what you got to do, Zach. You already told me the story on this, so treat it like fantasy football, right? So now what you want to do is you want to go back and you want to buy your wife something. Little black dress. All right, I need to use some tape. What'd I do? I want to see. Oh, dang, put your books in with the ones I still got to show. That's what I did. That's my fault. All right. Oh, that's cool, man. Hopefully that did a lot of keys for you then. That'll really help. And they're in, when you see them too, they're in great shape. So, I mean, finding them in that good a shape isn't always the easiest. Let's do a little Uncanny X-Men, shall we? Issue 213, first cameo of Mr. Sinister. Great looking cover of Wolverine and Sabretooth. Uncanny X-Men 213, first cameo of Mr. Sinister. $20, Dave. Sorry if I didn't say that. I thought I did. $20. The books are only going to go up from here. So, funny enough, there's an increase on each of the next 4 books I have. And then we're going to end the night with Night of the Walking Dead, or Night of the Living Dead, I should say. All right, then here we go with another great cover. $30 for number 212 of the Uncanny X-Men. It's the epic battle between Wolverine and Sabretooth. Dave saw his list and he said, that's one I need. And Zach, if you need tips on how not to get murdered for buying comics, just come into the shop when Dave comes in, which is usually Saturdays. He'll give you some pointers. Dave's gotten pretty good at it. He's still alive and he's in the shop a lot still. This is where I need to post like a... See, I can't even do smiley faces or laugh emojis. This is where I should be able to do that. Another great book, great condition, 100% honesty with you. $85. You've got Uncanny X-Men 221. It is the actual first appearance of Mr. Sinister. Uh, hey, stop it, dog. My dog's trying to get in my office. All right, and I'm not going to have enough space, so I'm going to have to move these over. I'll go through some of the books, and I will give a little bit of a price break on some, but I can't do all. Some of these haven't even been on the walls yet. All right, let's go a little older school. I don't think I had these on before. You've got Silver Surfer issue number 5 for $85. Silver Surfer number 5 for $85. This is your opportunity to get your hands on a great character, an old school book you probably won't see again for under $100. Yeah, I mean, you have probably what I would say is your normal for the year of it is. You have a little crease right here, but in all honesty, it doesn't break the color. That definitely could be um, pressed out for sure. So, and then this one is super cool. Um, this one is super cool. This is issue number 7, The Hair of Frankenstein. $90 on issue number 7. Now, we did sell issue number 1 in the shop. We do still have issue 3 and issue 4. Both are mid-grade plus for sure. For sure, actually. So, the hair apparent. I'll pronounce it however I want to pronounce it. I'll call it Frankenstein if I want to. It's called an accent, David. All right, I'm going to take these 2 back here. Put these in the back of the box. All right, if anybody is interested in the 2 pieces of maximum clonage for Spider-Man, I'll do the 2 for $17. So you can get Alpha and Omega for $17 if anybody's interested. Vampirilla is going to remain the same just because that is currently going for $20. If anybody's interested in the Spider-Man, the Spectacular Spider-Man, I will do 23 on that book. You want to go with the Vampirilla, Mike? You got it? The Amazing Spider-Man, number 344. I'll give you the one time of $17. So 17 on Spider-Man 344. Ooh, I got you, Jeremy. How about this Vampirilla Summer Nights? Let's do $6. $6 if somebody wants to get that Vampirilla. All right, so I got that updated price-wise for you too. I wanna see the way you pull me, baby. I'm not gonna budge on the other two Venom Carnage, but if you do want number 4, I'd do that for $10. And then if we got any juggalos out there, I'll do $15 on the Insane Clown Posse. We'll give you guys first crack at this as a better price before it goes into the store, because we always have people looking for these one-off books. Surprised M&M doesn't want to buy it so we can tear them apart. Dave, you got it? Where were we? Right there. You got it. All right. How about Roger Rabbit for $13? Issue number 1, All New Adventures, Disney Comics. I said I'd do 15 for you guys here tonight if you're interested in it. So knocking it down. Got you, Brandon? Knocking it down from 18 to 15. Good to have you back on, Brandon. All right. Boy Commandos, old school DC Comics. I'll do 15 for either one of these. It's issue number 1 and issue number 2. So issue 1, issue 2 of Boy Commandos for 15 apiece. What the hey? My boss said if I don't sell another $30, I'm fired. All right. And then we have the Amazing Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse, issue 11, variant edition. I have it at 30. I'll go down to 27. I'll go to 27 on that bad boy. Let me check. I tried, Dave. I tried getting what I can. Like I said, I always look back at what you guys ask for too. So as I'm going through these books, I try to find it, but I don't want to overdo it. But I know that Chris likes Daredevil, so I'll probably pop some Daredevil on next time. I know you guys like Avengers, so I'm always looking for that stuff. All right, so we'll put those away. And then we'll take a look here. I'm not willing to go down on the first appearance. That's right. You got that. Nah, no Superman tonight. So I'm going to stay on those two. If anybody wants Death Dealer number, what was it, 2? I'll do $2 on it just to get it out. Get it out. $2. Well, you better get a second screen then, Dave, because I've got plenty of Batman. I've got Punisher. This Hulk run, if anybody's interested in the Hulk run, you buy the whole run, you get 1 book free. So basically, you're going to get 6 books for $15. 6 books for $15. Get 1 book free. Hulk Gray 1 through 6. You get the whole run, all bagged and boarded. And then let's push it. The Incredible Hulk 376. $15. All right, now let's get to the finale, which is that Night of the Living Dead. So if we got some horror fans, all right, Kevin, good to have you back, my friend. I've got you for that Hulk Gray series. Grab that for you. Okay. Cool to have some IGH people on here. All right, so let's do this. So I've got a couple different ways I can actually do this, you guys. I've got the whole run here of Night of the Living Dead. This is the Gore edition. So each book is going to be $3. Okay? There's 12 issues in all. And again, like I said, it is the Gore edition, but it's the whole run of 12 of them. And then over here, I don't have all of them. So if you don't want the whole run, I have individuals that I can part out too. But I want to try to keep this as a whole run just because it is. But it is Night of the Living Dead. It is the Aftermath series, if you want to look it up. And it is the Gore cover edition. And it is definitely rated mature. I will say that. So I've got all 12 copies here. Otherwise, if you just want one or a couple, I also have individuals of them. Little extracurricular activity going on there. Kevin, do you want a certain copy or would you like the whole run? You got it. I will put that in your pile. I'll get in tomorrow, so what I'll do is I'll get those all bagged and boarded for you too, just because I didn't have enough here at my house, so I'll make sure that gets done for you. And then for anybody in Inver Grove Heights, your books will be up on Friday. We'll be making one more run, so rather than it being next week, it'll be Friday already. And then anybody in Rochester, your books will be there tomorrow, so you can look for them tomorrow. So that's it for the sale. Reb, if you're still on, I know you said you wanted to see something, so I'd be more than happy to show you some of my stuff. I still want to do, like, it doesn't have to be a collector's corner, but I want to do something again where it's more than just always selling. I think it'd be fun to get everybody on for something, but let's see. If you haven't seen my stuff before, it's going to be difficult doing it that way, so I'll just do it like this. Actually, yeah, no. Dave, what? I'm sorry to hear that, man. It's always tough when you have a bad week. And hopefully it's more than a distraction. It's always fun just getting together and chatting with all you guys. And even when people don't buy stuff, you know, it's still cool to have conversations. So, all right. So I'll go through some of this if you guys are interested, but this is basically my baby. I love Masters of the Universe. I absolutely love the different characters and how cool they are. But that top row, even though you can't see it very well, that's my classics line, which would be like from the 2000s. Those ones right there are like the 8-inch. They're very highly articulated. The Four Horsemen made them. Super, super nice in my eyes. That is a custom Skeletor bust that someone made me. I can't even remember if he was in Indiana or where it was, but he works on movie props. And I got in touch with him and he made me that, which I absolutely love. I still have my Christmas He-Man decoration up right there, as you can see, with his candy cane sword. And then that second row there is actually the vintage He-Man still on card, along with a sealed slime pit. And then I've got some Funkos right there, which some of them are harder to get, some of them aren't. And then those little sodas right there are chases. And then right here, you've got probably one of my all-time favorites other than Skeletor, because Skeletor is my favorite villain and He-Man character, but you've got Scareglow, who's one of my all-time favorites. That's a vintage one right there. Vintage sealed Snake Mountain. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've watched it. Yep, you got that Eternia set. That thing is one of the nicest Eternia sets you'll ever find, unless you find one that's actually sealed, because the only thing wrong with this is the glue came undone on the side there. And if it didn't, that thing would be 100% sealed. Sticker sheet still intact and everything. And then down here, I've got some Funkos and stuff below the table. There's the classics. Castle Grayskull right there. Over here, then you've got my vintage He-Man. And then some more classics. They're all loose. So up there, Big Bang Theory. Huge Big Bang Theory fan. Love them. Over here, you got that big Groot, Stan Lee, all my Elvira Funkos, another Skeletor mask, some of my loose figures. Just love Moon Knight, love Iron Fist. Like I've said before, they're over there. Prince Adam, baby. Got an old school Gizmo, an old couple Voltrons there. I got some autographed and Avery right there that did that Shazam. I'm a huge Shazam fan. Loved that print he did. Ultimate Warrior, all-time favorite wrestler. Joker, one of my all-time favorite villains. Some comics there, back issues, new issues. And then this is, if you guys are into back issues, this is where you'll like it. I'm going to have to get in front of the camera for a second because I can't see what I'm doing unless I turn it the other way. Sorry. So now this is kind of where I have my nicer slabs. So you got Ronin, issue number 199, Superboy, First King Shark, This Amazing Spider-Man, Not that it's the number 299, but that it's autographed by Stan Lee and Todd McFarlane. That's what makes that one special to me. Spider-Man 194. You got the first Black Adam right there. That one should shoot up here with Black Adam going to be releasing with The Rock. Obviously, first Taskmaster, first Black Manta and Ocean Master, and then first Miri. Right? Mira? I don't even know how to say her name. And then, of course, back in the day, you got your wrestling buddies. And then just more Funkos. Some of my favorite people. And then this is my vintage area. Let's see here. You got, there's my Ultimate Warrior. You got your mail away Hulk Hogan. Your old school Legion of Doom with Paul Ellering still on card. You got the ring right there. Old school Krang with Android body. A couple pieces that I got autographed at Nerd Note Con by John Morton, and then Paul, who played Greedo, and then just some vintage figures. And I'm trying to collect, if anybody out there has Stormtroopers from the Black Series collection that you're not doing anything with, I'm willing to buy them from you. But I'm looking to get all the different Stormtroopers. So the white one, the Christmas one. I want to do a really cool photo with them, all the different ones. And then just some props that I've gotten signed. You know, Scout Taylor Compton from Halloween there. Kelly from the WWE. A really cool Neil Adams autograph picture that he drew Robin on. And then another one of Scout Taylor Compton and Halloween right there. So that's basically it. And then my AEW chair that I got when I went. Yeah, I've got a graded one and an ungraded one. I got a couple other graded books. I just don't have the room for them, so I kind of switch them out. I have a Shazam #1, which honestly is not worth a whole lot. It's like a $100 book, $140 book, but it's just cool having those pieces. It's not the first appearance, because I think first appearance isn't even Shazam. It's something else, and that book's actually really expensive. So, oh, that'll be cool. God, he's like super skinny now, isn't he? Like, didn't he have something wrong with his neck, and now he's like a super skinny guy? It's just so weird. They totally ruined their bodies back in the day, and now, yeah, it's weird. Crazy weird. So, you meet so many people, Dave. It's crazy. It's awesome. All right, peeps. Well, that's going to do it here. Hopefully, in the next month or so, I mean, I'd love to do something where we get a lot of different people on in a wheelchair. Damn. We'll get a lot of people together in store or something. Maybe show your favorite comic book off or something. We can do it at the store. Or we could do a live video, whatever. But yeah, I think it'd be fun. Something like that, where it's just more getting together, chatting about the stuff we like to do. Have some fun. The Max is back, huh? Well, I saw the Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys are back together now. That's neat, if they can still do their thing. I really hope AEW comes back to Minneapolis, man. That was by far the best wrestling show I've ever been to. And I went to one when I was a kid, met the Legion of Doom, and I went to another one. It was WWE, and I got to see The Rock live, which he's probably my second favorite wrestler just because of his persona. But yeah. All right, everybody. Again, thank you very much for your business. Thank you for your time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Super fun. Glad we could bring some books that you guys enjoy. And as always, I'll do my best to get more of those. What? Oh, you're all about AEW? Yeah, well, it's because they make it fun. The only thing that was a little annoying was when we went to the pay-per-view, each bout had like 30 to 40 pinfalls. Like, it was insane. It was a great show, don't get me wrong, but it was insane how many pinfalls they were doing in a match. It was like at one point you're just like, let's move on already. So, but it was awesome. So, again, hopefully we'll see you all in the next couple days if you come pick your books up. Otherwise, we'll see you soon enough. Have a great evening. Stay safe. Geek responsibly.